Let's see. I should be live. Welcome, welcome. If anyone's there watching, no intros. Still, I don't know if that's an upgrade or a downgrade. I generally skip through them, and I find a lot of them burdensome. um, but I understand the purpose. Um, but that's where having a regular show, regular time, and just hitting that mark comes in handy. Um, but yeah, I'm back. I had a weekend celebration for my birthday, and I went to a casino and I lost money. uh, Other people didn't, but I did. Um, Already, I think I lost someone. I do these impromptu. I know I should have a little more lead notice on it, but I did have some stuff prepared here. The thumbnail that is on this show is actually one of my drawings that I did not submit, and it was supposed to be for the Lilith Bikini uh, thing. Hi, Razmaz. Razmaz says hi. And essentially, let me pull it up here before I get too deep on it. The background was giving me trouble. I mean, not like a ton of trouble, but I mean, as far as drawing it, not really. But then I got to thinking about coloring it, and that's when I started going mad. It was already maddening enough to do this line drawing of it. It's essentially a tracing. I don't want to give myself too much credit here, but it was still filling in all these windows, ledges, floors, everything. I mean, it's like, I'm not sure how much detail you'll see in this, but yeah, I pretty much filled that in. And so at least did the foreground here. And the idea was to sort of echo the Bloodsport, Jean-Claude Van Damme look, in a sexier pose, giving her swords. I thought about having like the Cthulhu monster or graveyard shift ship, like in this negative space area to fill it in. But then I was like, I don't know, maybe that might tie down too much. I don't know. There's a ton of like searching through to try to find that same location, same shot. Now this is modern day Hong Kong. Oops. Um, Rather than 80s Hong Kong. I think that's where it was. And there's some of the like observatory spot that was filmed at in the movie, and that I was using as reference. And they had like a 360 camera. I think I went to Google Earth and all these like skyscraper 360 shots, which usually sucked, but this one was actually really good. Gave a really nice view of the city, so I can understand why they used it for the movie and everything. But like I said, I just hit this background, and the coloring job on this just looked like it was going to be hell. The background, I was kind of like, how much detail do I throw into this? If I'd finished it, it probably would have been, nice home run or whatever. I'm all right with it. I can always go back to it another time. But that's what that is. That's what that thumbnail is. That made up this thing. I'm gonna take a shot here. It's not like I need it, but I'm kind of feeling it. I'm running out of time off here for myself. And then, so I changed my avatar here to Skeletor. Skeletor was the quick brainchild of Ethan Van Sciver. Play on words. And he asked some artist to make a picture of Skeletor, a female version of Skeletor. But whore, emphasis on whore, Skeletor. And this was the picture I drew. And it got a lot of attention on Twitter. I think I got close to 300 likes, numerous retweets, and everything. It was kind of one of those things where like I kept getting notifications all day long, and comments too. People pretty horrified by it. And then just the other day, I made this trash picture. I didn't think it was going to have much legs. This is where you can never tell. And actually became pretty, we had 283 likes, 44 retweets, 14 comments. Working off of the I'm Not Starfire trash imagery out there. And I made one where, Ethan is, doing his deliveries of all caps comic stuff. And Cecil's just here chilling out, having a drink. I thought about doing something like interior pages that would follow some recent stuff, like receiving the Cyberfrog's warts and all box, and lack of cash grab stuff, and being full-fledged multiple campaign modes for Ethan. And I just have other drawings I have to finish up first before I can go to that, but it's definitely something I want to do for sure. But this got a lot of attention, and I was kind of surprised by it. I came back to it. I don't know. I kind of posted it, left the room, my phone, my iPad for like an hour, and then came back and it was like 80 likes already, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell happened? And it hasn't completely run out of steam just yet either. So thank you if you guys liked it and retweeted and everything. This is one of the things I'm least proud about. I didn't even sign it. So I wasn't sure how associated with my abilities. Really, I don't mind being associated with anything Comicsgate, Cecil, Ethan, or anything like that. I'm not afraid of anything like that. I just didn't want this to be like the most popular thing I did, and all people would see and think about when it came to me. So then was there anything else I had planned up here? Let me look through my tabs real quick. I'm finding the limits of being a one-man show very quick here. I think I was just going to go over just the trash. Rubbish. Let me mix up my vocab here. Rubbish YouTube suggestions that get thrown out there. And then we have Skeleton Whore. Razmaz, yes, that's the idea for sure. LOL, great. Cecil is selling us experience, not physical product. Yeah, that's been the entire thing. I actually got a email about, it's the only one I've ever gotten from Indigo, or I kind of ignore a lot of things that come through my inbox when it comes to mailing lists and things like that. But I got one that was like a survey asking about cash grab and whether it's been fulfilled or not. I'm just like, this is kind of weird. And I was wondering if it's not the numerous haters, that are just trying to report it. And he's been on like multiple streams saying no one's ever getting a thing, and it's all been like tongue in cheek. But it's the only thing I've ever gotten as that. And in terms of lateness on books, he had the prospective date of January 2021. We're 6 months late at this point, but it's pretty much looked like it's like in the can. It's just a matter of hitting print, getting it, and it's shipping out to us. Professor Luke, what is this? If you're talking about what's on my screen right now, this is Skeletor, horror, emphasis on the horror. Again, quick recap. Brainchild of Ethan Van Sciver. I think it was when the talks of the He-Man and Masters of the Universe animation series was going to be started up again, like that thing that's now making the rounds from the Netflix thing or whatever. He just thought it would be great to have a female version, and that's my version there. Why Are You Alone? I just started up. This is kind of my thing now. I I look to have a more regular show on Wednesdays. Although, when I was thinking of titles to do with today, I always thought, or I thought, "See You Next Tuesday" would be a nice, like, regular show title to have. And Wednesday, though, I thought would be a better spot. And I was thinking of calling it either, depending on what I'm drinking or not drinking, whether I'm sober or not sober, I'd call it Dry Hump Day, or Off the Wagon Wednesdays, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not so sure about the being drunk one. Yes, I worked with one of the directors. Cool. I hope it was cool. Everybody disavow Lucius. You know, I mean, I could start over. I could start over. I did not. Thank you, Fresh Luke. I'm still waiting for Forsaken Gods to show up to me, by the way. Not that I'm like, you know, but trust me, there's so many more campaigns. I've even forgotten about backing. I went back to like my backing list and I was like, oh yeah, man, I forgot about these books. That's one though I'm really looking forward to. I saw your updates about it, and I'm seeing people get theirs, so I'm excited to get mine too. And I will tear it apart if I need to, man. if you did a second-rate job, you'll hear about it from me, man. I feel like we're friends enough that I can tear into you like that. It'd be funny to do it in front of you too, have you on stream and doing it. Yeah, I was gonna share I went incognito on YouTube just so it could be like a fresh experience. Hopefully it'll show it as an option here. Yeah, here we go. Let's take a look through the starting page of no history. I don't use Chrome for anything really besides the StreamYard stuff. They get enough of my information. They don't need everything else from me too. I'm pretty sure I've heard stories that like Facebook logged in like where your mouse cursor hovers over on a screen for how long you stay on someone's page or notifications plus anything you've ever typed into the search bar, regardless of whether you hit enter or not. They like key log all that stuff. So I can only imagine what Chrome would be tracking on you if you used it as your regular browser. I use Brave now. I was using Firefox. It was giving me troubles. Let's see here. TikToks. Wow. And at 4.8 million views, you can watch TikToks worth watching when you're bored. That's a fucking thing. Massive knot under man's scapula. I thought at first this was a popping video. I think it's just a chiropractic thing where they just like shove around their insides. What really gets me though, so this Maroon 5 Adam Levine the Top Hits 2021 thing. I don't know how you guys feel about tattoos like that. I just kind of think you start looking like a NASCAR race car at that point. Like it's just clutter. I don't know. I can appreciate a good like tattoo sense and design. It's kind of like you just show up, you pick one out of the book that they have there and just say, do it. I mean, that's all fine and well. It's your own fucking body, but I think it doesn't look good. This is the one that gets me. This COVID-19 and health inequity. And look at this shit. How were Black people involved in the COVID vaccine development? 800,000 views. Just did we need to have that? I mean, a lot of these, I'm wondering, did we need to have it? It's insane. Just this is now a subsection on every YouTube entry. This trash. What did we find out today? As if that's any way to follow it. I don't know. It's just like it's it should be looked at in the broad terms, not day to day. This thing happened here. But yeah, a lot of this, I gave people 1 million, but only 1 minute to spend it. I mean, I think you would be tapped out at a certain point, right? It'd be nice if somebody just like carried around some kind of withdrawal system on them, just in case. Yeah, this is just. It doesn't do anything for me, guys. Like when I look through this. And look, they even do this clickbait trash. That's obviously Brock Lesnar facing up against Mike Tyson. Yeah, only, 20 years apart or so? Although I do like a good Mike Tyson knockout compilation. His training videos were pretty off the hook, too. A very young Mike Tyson was scary, man. Scary fast. Yeah, I don't care to subject us to any more of this. I just wanted to see what that stuff looked like when you started fresh. Speaking of fresh, more fresher, Luke. It should be in the mail. Did you get a tracking number? I don't think I have a tracking number yet. I'll check real quick. Yes, please do. Let's see. Oh, shit. They're involved by writing hip-hop about it. For the COVID. I need dual monitors, man, so I can keep up with chat and what I'm sharing on screen. If I have to control it like that, I'm just looking at the browser. Anything could be happening. Yeah, let me pull up my email on my phone real quick. Take a look for any Forsaken God stuff in it while I take another shot. I don't know if you guys are drinking. It's kind of like how I like to spend my evenings most of the time, but I gotta clean up. I'm in a weight loss challenge thing before there's a vacation with me and my peoples. Forsaken. Cut through the bullshit here. Forsaken Gods. Search. Shot. No, I'm just seeing updates, man. That's all I'm seeing. But let's see. I don't know. I'll let you know if I don't get it, man. Not drinking, just high, says Rusher Luke. What are you high on, man? Don't say life. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. I kind of feel like I'm in. I don't know. Maybe I've just had too much free time. Like I've gone through all the live streams, recent live streams. I'm digging the Camel Moon ones that he's been doing. Camel Nights. That's one I can actually get behind the opening. Although I do skip through it too, so I guess that says what I really think. Which backer number are you? I'm gonna have to look that up, amigo. You might be in phase 2. Oh, like Shield, phase 2 weaponry. Started the Avengers movie. High on Lift. As high as pollen. That's about what I would probably have, man. I haven't gotten into anything hard like that. Not that I'm against it. I'd like to do hallucinogens, really. And everyone thinks I'm out of my mind. Like, you don't do anything else? You just want to do that? Yeah. I want to go on a trip, man. I don't want to just mellow out. I want to go on a trip. Too much free time. Draw, move, boobs, and butts for the Twitter cloud. Yeah, I guess so. That's the one thing I haven't really done a whole lot of is, like, cheesecake elements. But, yeah, that could be something to do. I'd have to think about what I would pick out. I try to get inspired by the happenings, the rumblings on YouTube and Twitter and such, and I couldn't help but think of the I Am Not Ethan Van Sciver I did there after seeing that Starfire thing pop up again. I guess it's that it finally hit print and publication. But yeah, I saw that stuff again, and I was just like, I can't help but think something like this. Yeah, it was actually a little bit of a challenge just because it's like, dumb it down, don't give it any real definition, make it look like it was paper cutout kind of art. You know, no hard definition or shading or anything. Completely alien kind of style to try to emulate. But once you kind of break it down, it's quick to do. Very quick to do. And I thought about looking through the Twitter headlines, but that stuff just might depress me. Want to draw Bikini Quest. Bikini Quest, is that the one with the pervy wizard that you're talking about? Are you trying to put your workload on me now, Luke? Is that your plans? Let's see what's trending on Twitter right now. I usually ignore it like crazy. It says what's happening. Businesses can ask customers if they're vaccinated against COVID-19 without fearing legal repercussions. Okay, I'll just get a fake. I'll just get a fake I passed it test. You know, because I don't have to actually tell you either, right? I don't know. Or I just don't have to give you my business. That too. What happened to my body, my choice? What happened to that shit, man? All gung-ho about it, but now there's something, a small respiratory virus in the mix, and suddenly everyone's ability to just exist goes out the window. You would think there's some serious shit out there, man. You know, I think it was like my girlfriend works as a nurse, and she told me about someone who had went down to South America, I forget which country, and she came back and she had some sort of fungus that she took in from bat shit, apparently is where it comes from, and it leaves lesions on the inside of your esophagus and inside of your respiratory system. I forget what it's called, and she ended up dying, 40 years old, something like that. And it's just like, there's shit like that out in the world that truly is frightening to think about. And meanwhile, we're just like freaking out over, like, you know, difficulty, a standard respiratory virus. I don't know. That's kind of crazy to me. How long till Ethan convinces Bill Cosby to join CG? I don't know. I'm not sure Bill Cosby thinks we're good enough. I don't know. I'd be interested to know how that would go down. I think that would be a nice test case. You know, like who is less appealing or the social value, you know? How would they view it? What's up, drug addicts? Hey, man, what's up? Fungus among us. That's right. My ex-wife got some weird skin disease on her back on a cruise back in the day. Took her years to get that shit to go. Yeah, dude. Staph infections. Just staph infections, man. And that's the shit that's getting harder and harder to treat because, you know, people don't fucking do the right antibiotic treatments. Like, they'll cut themselves off and it comes back stronger. There was also a show I was watching. It was like I think it's meningitis. If it gets into your brain, like, and then it spreads, like, your organs shut down, you turn like black and purple, and usually you die. And if you don't die, like, in an effort to save your life, because your body shutting down at the extremities, and it goes into necrosis, they have to usually cut off your limbs. So you're usually left, um, you know, with four flippers after the whole ordeal is over. And to me, it's like that's the shit that would like, if COVID was on that level, I'd understand the freak out. But we're not. Like, I'm willing to bet most of the world got it without even knowing they got it. Just avoid Central and South America. I guess, man. I heard there's some nasty stuff out in the jungles there. I think, I'm not surprised. Like, India was a hotbed for the COVID strain mutating, just because, like, you look at the stuff they bathe in the Ganges, and at the same time, like, there's dead animals, dead people that have been found in it. It's just polluted to hell. You think that San Francisco poo map is bad, man? You should look up India and their poo on the beaches and roads problem, man. You want to talk about just like, yikes. You need to have some standard. Stumpification. Yeah, stumpification. If you get that shit, man. There's really scary. How about the fucking people that had what the hell is it? Ebola? Like the doctors who came back in and out on the town. Like no extra contingencies in plan on that one. That's stuff that will like kill you. That they can't really get rid of easily. And there's like a balance on viruses. They're too deadly. They don't really spread because they kill the host too fast for them to get to somebody else. And it seems like the Delta variant is kind of more along the lines of a version of it where it's just meant to spread around, not really kill people. But who knows? No one knows. No one knows. I'm no expert, but it seems like you have a 98, 99% chance of surviving. Imagine a 1 in 100 chance of losing on a game. I don't know. I think it's way less than that even, but especially if you're younger. I kind of wish we could get off of it, man. Like, I thought we'd finally be over it, and yet there's always another reason. There's always a new thing. After Delta, there'll be Epsilon. And this thing it's a mutating virus. It's going to keep mutating. There's 7 billion people. I don't know. I think it's insanity to think that another lockup will do it. Delta is a social construct. This whole thing is, man, we never, ever tracked anything on this level, ever. And I think it's just overreaction to every new spike in a number, every new thing. I find it hard to believe that it's that bad. I don't know a single person yet who's like fallen from this thing. I've heard of people falling from it, but I don't know anybody. You soak up the propaganda too much, LOL. G $sign says. Of which side? I'm on the. Here's the thing: how many times I've gone to the doctor for something, paid out the ass, and then got told, just, take it easy. Like, it's all good. Just let it heal. We're set up to kind of deal with this stuff for the most part. Like I said, I think you would just know if you were gonna go get done in by it. And if you're getting done in by it, maybe it's your time. Maybe you're just, they're saying, oh, it's the old. Yeah, the old people live a long time now these days. They get pretty weak. They get propped up. If you knew what happened in like these old folks' homes and everything, retirement homes, how much shit they pump into their system to keep them breathing another day sometimes, it's insane. Yeah, of course, like, tip them over and it's it. Sometimes literally they fall over, crack their head, and they're dead. The power always used plagues. History destroyed people who get in their way. I think they'll use anything, man. But yeah, it definitely seems that way. And I I should probably shut up about it. I guess that's usually what I do. I don't really prophesize in my day-to-day life. I can think that for the most part we can spend all of our conversations outside of this realm. Same way, Twitter becomes like this back and forth of like everything politicized. It's like, it's kind of fun. I think you can get through your life without having to talk about any of this shit. And you'll be all right. I saw that they what stream was it? They went over the Chinese midget village, little people village, where they have a bunch of like people come in and just play parts. And somebody mentioned Idiot Abroad, and that was the first thing I thought of. I thought they were going to go to that. They were watching like some, I think it was British Reporter or something, reporting on it and how backwards the Chinese people are for liking it. Like in the 80s, that was like a standard pro wrestling like match, was like 10 midgets versus an actual wrestler. And I even remember I was watching it with my dad back in the Extreme days when like ECW came in. It was WWF or WWE maybe at that time, and the WCW, and like they had like all these factions. But at any rate, they had Goldust and Kane were like a tag team. No, Goldust and Booker T were a tag team, and it was one of the funnier elements. And Goldust was doing all this movies spoof stuff, and he had at one point a mini Dust, which was meant to be like a mini me, and they had a tag team match against maybe just like a mic interruption thing, and it was like the Samoan like family that I think there was like younger dudes, cousins to Rikishi, who picked up this midget, this mini Dust, by the ankles and by the wrist, like lifted up over their heads. They must have been like 6'6", and slammed his ass down onto the ring canvas. And my dad and I were just like, holy shit. Like, my dad's like, they killed that thing. They killed that guy. Like, this was our entertainment not too long ago. Don't look down your nose at the little Chinese village. But yeah, An Idiot Abroad, I recommend that one, the China episode. He even rags on the Great Wall of China, because he goes like further at the ends where it's near the coastline. Everything is like all restored and maintained. But if you get to like the middle sections of it, it's like, just been taken over by nature and falling apart. And that's where he's at. He says this line, yeah, they say you can see it from space, but I don't know why you'd want to look at it. Like, just he's completely unimpressed. There's a part where he's at like the wet food markets and looking at like basically everything on a stick fried. And he goes, I think it ends with him going to that village, and he calls up the dude who played Willow, was an Ewok. He's one of the goblins in Harry Potter. I forget his name. But he calls him up and he's like, it's great. They have this village over here where a bunch of, little people work. And the guy's like, no, they're exploiting them. It's not good. He's like, no, I don't think so. It was just like a really funny show. That one, the India one, he goes to like a religious festival where I think it's the one that they recently spiked up their whole COVID count and all that, where they throw around like these dyes and stuff on each other. And he goes into like this yogi, I think it was what it was, yogi, his hut. The guy's completely naked, and he just like wraps his junk around a staff like stick and does squats and stuff. And he's just like, what the hell is going on here? It was a good show. Total accurate battle simulation in real life. Mexican wrestling always had many versions, Razmat says. Yeah, it's a staple of all pro wrestling, man. And like, it's something you can do, entertainment. There's whole shows on like the like A&E network or whatever, like Little Housewives or some shit that they have following the dramas that they have. Um, Rated R Life is the only life. Make fun of midgets and retards. um, I don't see making fun of retarded people. I don't take like a great thing in that. But they do have more wherewithal than people give them. That's for sure. Like they actually will like use the fact that people coddle them to their own advantage. They are more aware than most people give them credit for. But yeah, I mean, you're not going to get around being a midget. There's no getting around that. Just work with it. Warwick Davis. Oh, that's the that's the actor. Um, the little dude actor who he called up. um, if YouTube didn't suck so bad, if they wouldn't just strike me down for playing stuff, I would just play it because that's far more entertaining than me just trying to recap it poorly. I did on one of my past streams. I went into the India one, and apparently I just went right up to the edge of the cliff. It's Inkspots was on with me. He's like, "Yeah, they just killed your channel, man." I was like, "Oh shit! Oh well, it was kind of worth it." And then it came back like 5 seconds later. I lucked out. I guess. Here I am now. I think that covers everything I was planned to talk about. And again, I'm kind of planning on being on tomorrow. I'm seeing where this whole like regular YouTubing becomes work, where you gotta have like stuff ready at hand. Hopefully I can get like a regular guy. I would like Inkspots to be on. I thought he was good, but he usually he runs a couple hours behind me, so usually around like 9. Right now it's about 8 where I'm at. 9 he might be off of his job, and then he's usually like burnt the fuck out. So he's sometimes too fried to like actually contribute. Bring people on the stream, son. Yeah, well, I will do that. I'll put the link up in tomorrow's. I'm gonna need some crutches to make it through, I think, or a wheelchair to get me through. You start to just run out of shit to say, but I'm almost going on for only 40 minutes. I was thinking I'll start at 7. I'm like, oh man, I'm about to hit 8. That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully I'll have more set up. I have to get to drawing some stuff anyway. I might be doing the ass titty that Razmaz had mentioned earlier. I'm gonna do like a warm up. I'll probably do at least quick layouts for like that Ethan Cecil thing. Like more on the I am not Ethan Van Sciver as a follow up. I know somebody asked for a variant. I heard about it where Ethan went to the post office, drop shit off, and his shorts like dropped like down to his ankles the moment he got out of the van, his shipping van. Skip Edwards Art says, yo, what's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, if I can grow, that would be great. I can't believe I had the shittiest audio the other night. Cecil just puts up on his Twitter. I went back and looked. He's just like live. You would think it was him, and it was just me with the shittiest audio ever going on. And my girl like, oh, you got like 100 and something views. I'm like, what? No way. And I had to go back and check, and I had to tie all of it together. And then I was like, well, let me listen to how bad it sounded. I couldn't make it through a minute. So anyone who stayed on for any length of time, much appreciated on that. I put up an apology video about that before I headed out for the weekend. And yeah, I think I know what it was. I think I had a piece of tape that was over the top of my laptop screen / the mic, and that's what killed the fucking audio, man. Early 2000s audio. Well, it's the one thing you should have like down pat, if you're going to be doing it. So I feel like, man, what a way to shoot myself in the foot. I don't know if you've seen the Netflix Daredevil, but it would be like more like that part where that dude drills through the Punisher's foot. That's kind of the realm I cast that mistake into, rather than shot in the foot, drilled into the foot by Psycho. But yeah, that was shit audio. I should have listened to you guys. I should have listened to everybody complaining and tried to go back. But you know, I was trying to maintain a momentum. If you can at least talk at length and not pause too much, I think that's like a great skill to have. But not when you sound like trash. Not when it sounds like early 2000s audio. Talking to somebody on a Nokia phone from space or something. But yeah, I've kind of felt like, man, you know, I've been missing like Cecil being on stuff. The Ethan streams kind of, I don't know how you guys feel about those ones where it's like one long promo piece. You know, I know he's got to pump up the toys and all that, but it's just like a round table of everyone's campaigns. Like, I tune out. I start tuning out. It helps to have a guy like Cecil in there who's there to joke and find the punchlines and the whole thing to hit upon to really carry people through in an entertaining way. So even though those have been going on, I've been like, ugh, and kind of looking outwards. But yeah, the YouTube suggestions it gives me, even like, it's like Friday Night Tights crew, and all the like you know, 3-hour streams and stuff, and I can only get through like 20 minutes before, like, again, I think there's a sweet spot of how many people you have on a stream. You get to like 9, 10, it's just like everyone's fighting for like space on there, or you have people who just don't talk at all, and that's not usually a problem because you don't want people talking over each other. But it's kind of like, why are you there if you like you spend 30 minutes in silence just staring at a screen, only to finally be brought in and then promptly stop? Yeah, you know, what do I care? What do I care? It's not no skin off my back. And look at me in my scrub presentation here, you know, talking Avatar. But I like to think, you know, most people would watch these things like I do, where I'm just listening to it at work or in the background on a Bluetooth headset while I do something else, play it a little bit faster just to kind of get through more. Also breaks up all those silent points and things like that. So I don't know. But yeah, I would like to have a little more going on. I was thinking about recording just game footage and putting it in the background, just to fill in the space as a share screen element or something like that. And but then it's kind of like, what, like, I think that would confuse people. Are you commenting on gaming or something? I'll come on sober, lol. Oh, maybe tomorrow, man. I plan on being sober then. Not that I feel like I'm too drunk right now. I think I'm now 3 shots deep, and I'm holding a shot in my hand right now. I got for my birthday, they bought me I feel like there was sabotage. Like, we're supposed to be doing this weight loss challenge before we take a vacation in October, and they got me this tequila, and it's the glass bottle, if you want to call it that, is actually in the shape of a gun. Let me see if I can't find it in the Google image search here. And it's not a whole lot of actual tequila in it. Let's see, it's 40%, and it holds 250 milliliters, I think. Oh, 200 milliliters. So it's not a whole lot that it has. But yeah, it looks cool. Like, it's definitely one to save the bottle after you finish it. Clicking it. Here we go. Share the screen. This sucks doing this on one monitor. Sorry guys for all the pauses here. And I don't feel confident enough in my. Yeah, I'm. Holy shit. Pop-ups aplenty. Yeah, I am. So this is what they got me here. Let me double check, make sure it's actually shared with you guys. Yeah. So they got me this. That's what I'm drinking on right now. It's all right as far as tequila goes, but cool little bottle. I just don't know what to do with it because it's like, I'm not sure if it stands up on its own. I have my serious doubts. I'm just laying it down, but I'm not sure where to put it after all said and done. Yeah, it was part of what they got me, and went gambling. Like I said, I lost money. They all came back with some money. I lost some of their money when they asked me what to pick, and then I got stuck at a slot machine that broke down, and I was just waiting forever for somebody to come over and like fix the damn thing. It was past 2 a.m. I was ready to pass out before midnight because I started early, man. I was like all day just tipping it back, and so by then I was just done. Like the mood was killed. I just took what I had at that point, which is better than where I started at the second time, but not by much. But I had a good time. I'm more about the experience, and liquor is always a sure bet gift. It's not like I'm going to let it go to waste. I'm not that kind of a guy. I don't leave stuff on my plate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's one of the gifts that got me. That's what I'm sipping on right now. Yeah, I'm just taking a quick look around. Oh, I got I don't know if any of you backed the Alterno project. That was a few months ago, and I got like the $99 one. So it came with like a folder, the inserts, and all this stuff, plus a bunch of comics. And I really dig the magnetic box folder that came with it, and I found where he got them from on Amazon. They're like $20 a piece. He sent Pete Smetti, Alternative Comics. They sent enough to fill up like 3 of those, so it was a lot of comics. I haven't gone through them all yet. And what was the last campaign I got in? Oh, Only Death Can Save Us. I got that right before Russ closed that out. I haven't read through the whole thing yet, but I cracked it open, took a look at it, and got like maybe halfway through. So I have to finish that one up. It's actually fairly good size, and he got it to me fairly fast, man, through the mail. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna cut it off here. I will be in tomorrow, probably a little later, maybe around like 9 or so. I'll shoot for 9. I'll shoot ink spots and advance notice on that, and hopefully I can get him on. J Dollar Sign, you are welcome, sir. Come on, I'll put the link up in the chat. But that means anyone could come in. So I hope anyone who comes on will be prepared for that if I do that. Actually, maybe I'll just send it through Twitter to you. I'm pretty sure we follow each other. But yeah, I'll send you that ahead of time too, so you can be ready to go, ready to roll. And I don't have really any bars in conversation other than just don't fucking kill my channel. Let me do that. Let me kill my own channel. I'll be there. Awesome. Well, thanks, Rasmus. Thanks, J Dollar Sign, Freshly Luke. I don't know if you're still hanging around. I think you just went on the greener pasture. Skep Edwards Art, thanks for coming in, dropping a chat. And hope to see more of you guys tomorrow. I'll have an advanced post on my Twitter too about when that broadcast will be. And we'll kick it then. Take it easy, guys. Have a good night. Hopefully some good shit will be on for you later. Take it easy, guys.